Everyone, welcome back to Kenshi. We are playing as Tankface again today. We're going to be heading west to get ourselves some supplies so we can finish building our house. In the last episode, we were able to get Tankface's sneak and assassination skills up so we can go grab ourselves a peeler so that we can replace his limbs. So for the time being, we're going to work on our house and try and get this set up where we can at least store some stuff in it. Which means that we do have to do a little bit of research to get our storage chests. We'll get started on that. The closest place to get supplies is going to be Brink, or it's going to be a city down here in the south. Let's try Brink to get our supplies. I think that's probably our best bet. Okay, it looks like Tankface ran into some crass pirates. They shouldn't be too much of a problem for him, so let's go ahead and suit up, and we'll take them on. Okay, we'll heal up and we'll continue on our way. It looks like we found Brink. Okay, we have a big thing to our left. Let's go ahead and avoid him. Alright, we made it to Brink. Let's go ahead and get our supplies we need to finish our research bench. And we'll also pick up some better sneak pants, so Tankface isn't naked from the waist down when he sneaks. And we could go with ninja pants, since they do give a bonus to sneak. They have no protection, but they do help with being stealthy. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's grab some ninja pants. And we'll swap those guys out. Alright, let's find our building materials, and then we'll head back down to base. Okay, this is an animal shop. Let's try another store. So it turns out Brink does not have building materials. This is actually an animal shop, so we are going to have to find building materials elsewhere. There are a few farmer houses out here that I'm tempted to have Tankface just grab some building materials so we can be on our way. Tankface is not above stealing if it means that he's going to get his revenge sooner, so he's going to be looking around for some building materials. I'm actually kind of surprised this supply house doesn't have any building materials. It looks like these guys might be coming in, so yeah, I'm going to stop what I'm doing there. Just barely avoided getting caught picking the lock there. Let's check these other locations. We'll check one more house, and if they don't have building materials, we'll just go into the next town and get them. Yeah, nothing here either, so let's go ahead and run into town. So Brink was a little bit of a bust. At least we got some better pants. Let's head up to the way station next and see what they have. Yeah, Tankface is getting hit by the arrows, but he is not taking much damage at all. He's pretty well protected against these arrows, so I'm not sure why he's not attacking these guys. Guy got hit in the leg by his own archer, or crossbowman. Arrow's sticking right in his leg. Tankface got hit in the face with an arrow. is this guy right here. Oh. Wow. Tankface isn't gonna let this guy get away. There goes his leg. There it goes. Wow. That hacker weapon really just lops off the limbs. There goes another leg. Way over there. Truly decimated this group. This might actually be a great opportunity to level up Tankface's crossbow skills, only because the caliber of crossbow doesn't matter. The crossbow level doesn't matter, or the type of crossbow doesn't matter. As long as Tankface is using a crossbow, his crossbow skill will go up. I don't think the type of crossbow will matter. So we're going to go ahead and try using this toothpick to boost our crossbow skill. Can't wait to get some storage so we can store our things a little bit more easily. Or we can organize our things a little bit more easily. Alright, so we should have some building materials at this construction shop. Okay, so let's go single speed. There we go. So we are going to have to do a little rearranging here. Alright, so I maxed out the amount of building materials we can carry, and I also picked up some research books so that we should have enough to get some of the basics for what we need for our little house. So I think that's about it. We'll go ahead and start on our way again. We had to get rid of a couple of our skeleton repair kits, but I think we're okay for now. And just perfect timing, we're able to get through the beginning of Venge, and it's nightfall. Ooh, just barely missed that laser there. Okay, we didn't quite make it through. Lasers are back up, and we're still in Venge. But we're almost clear. And Tankface is pretty loaded down, so he's only running at 11 miles per hour, so just barely made it through Venge before the lasers turned back on. Alright, we made it back to our base. Let's go ahead and set up our storage units after we do the research. Okay, so we definitely want to do storage. We'll do small house as well, just in case we want to set up something in the wild. And we'll also do makeshift walls. And a few other miscellaneous things, just for the heck of it. Alright, so our research is done. Did a little bit of extra research just in case we decide we need a little outpost somewhere in the wild. And we're pretty close to Gray Shelf, so I'm pretty happy with this location anyway. Let's go ahead and build ourselves some storage. And I do like the aesthetic of the storage boxes, even though they store about the same as the storage chests, but they do take up more space. I just kind of like the way they look. So let's see if we have enough room to add some storage boxes. Okay, we did some rearranging just to fit these storage boxes here. I do like the way they look, so I wanted to make them a priority to get them in the little house here. Now it looks like Tankface still has access to the back corner, so we're going to go ahead and put another storage chest here. And this way we're going to have plenty of storage here at the little house in Flats Lagoon. Alright, so the large storage boxes here, I'm going to use these for resources that I don't currently need. So let's go ahead and throw in some resources here. As for the storage chest here, we're going to go ahead and use this for equipment that we don't currently need for the mission. This is going to be a hyper-focused mission, so we're not going to really engage in much combat. So let's go ahead and just dump most of our equipment in here. We are going to need our sneaky stealth legs. And I'll put this in here as well. So we won't be needing any armor or any of our skeletal limbs yet. We are going to store our Eagle's Cross here as well. So we might as well store all of our long bolts here. Okay. Keep our food down here and arrows. So this bag will essentially be empty. And just for weight savings, we're going to store the cleaver in the backpack. And we're only at 37 out of 70 encumbrance, so that should be fine. Let's see what Tankface's actual stealth is. His stealth is over what we need. It's actually 100 with our sneak clothing on, so that's fantastic. So sneaking we have in the bag. We just need to slightly improve our assassination skill a little bit more and we'll be ready to go. So let's go find a few more assassination targets. You guys remember all the swimming we did getting to the armorsmith 2 or 3 times? Well, turns out it's paying off here because we have 3 beak things on Tankface right now and he's out swimming them, which is good because they can still attack in the water and Tankface cannot do anything in the water but swim. So all that swimming up to the armorsmith is paying off right now. They definitely want to eat Tankface. Okay, it looks like they have lost interest since Tankface is now on land and he's able to outrun them no problem. And they're still stuck in the water. Alright, so we did a bit of assassination training off camera with some bandits. I'm not going to bother showing it just because it's kind of what we've been doing for the last 2 episodes. So, let's go ahead and head down to Sonorous Dark, and we'll see if we can grab the peeler blueprint so we can start making peeler machines. And currently we just have the essentials, so we're not overweight, we're able to sneak effectively, and we're able to have enough speed to get away from enemies if we need to. And this marks the first crossing into Grey Shelf for Tankface. He won't be engaging the Southern Hive just yet, but he is very anxious to do so. As for right now, he's going to go ahead and tactfully avoid the Southern Hive. I was hoping we would avoid Sniper Valley, but it looks like we will have to travel through just a bit of it. Our stealth should keep us safe in the dark as we travel through. There are skeletons with Eagle's Cross crossbows that can hit us from a few hundred meters away, so it's a pretty dangerous area to be in. Alright, we've crossed into Sonorous Dark, and we might take an opportunity to level up our assassination just a bit more on some roaming squads here in Sonorous Dark. Oh, here we go. They are very easy to miss. But here are some skin bandits, and it looks like they will give us some XP for training our assassination. Hopefully they won't catch us, because that'll be the end of Tankface if they do. Okay, so there's pretty big variation in difficulty here. Some of these guys are in the 90s as far as difficulty, and some of them are in the 70s, even in the 60s percent chance to knock out. A little bit daunting since there's so many, and they are pretty fast for skeletons, but let's go ahead and try knocking the first one out here at a 90% chance. Okay, that worked. That put us into the 61 level. 61 points in our assassination level. Okay, got that one. Okay. Looks like I scared him somehow. Let's see what our assassination is now. Okay, yeah, it's almost level 62. So let's run away, since these guys are pretty scary. Okay, looks like he's going to run back to his group. Let's go ahead and follow him back. Very hard to see on the screen here. It's so dark. And with the rain, it's very difficult to see them. There they are. Come on, Tankface. Let's see if we can get this guy knocked out. Got him. Okay. Oh wow, we can actually take his CPU unit, and I believe that will kill him. Yeah, that killed him. Interesting. I forgot that you can do that. So maybe we'll start doing that with the guys that are knocked out. And because it's a old CPU unit and it looks fairly burned out, it's not worth very much, so we're going to go ahead and just dump it here in the dirt. Okay. It looks like these guys are fairly difficult. Let's try this guy at 68%. Hey, I actually got him. Which is kind of good and kind of bad. It won't boost our assassination as much, but it will help overall. Looks like they take their corpses back to base and maybe take their skin and reuse it. Okay, so I don't want to be going in there just yet. I want to go in at night, just so I'm a little bit more discreet. It looks like they're being attacked. That's very interesting. Okay, who sees me? Skin bandit. Got him. So they are hostile towards the skin bandits. That's interesting. It doesn't look like the skin bandits will attack them, though. Got him. So there's only one archer here. That's interesting. go ahead and knock this guy out as well. Got him too. So we got both of these guys. Looks like we're pulling one of these guys out at a time. This might be actually a really good strategy to kind of drain the base of their forces. Alright, so now it is nighttime. We are able to sneak in here and hopefully knock out the Skin Bandit leader and snag his blueprints for the peeler. And hopefully he'll be sleeping. I feel like that makes him a little bit easier to knock out, perhaps. Yeah, he is sleeping. Alright, so let's see what our percentage to succeed will be. Oh, only 55%. I think we may fail this. We'll give it a shot and see. We actually got it on the first try. He is knocked out, and I'm able to grab the Skeleton Human Transformation Bible, which is the peeler. That was extremely lucky, and I can grab his Maytao sword and some of his other high-end equipment that I can sell back in town. Fantastic. Might as well grab all of his stuff. Well, that was very, very lucky. We did not have to do much work to come in and grab that from him. And now we're able to sneak out. Very, very lucky first try here to get the peeler. And the Skin Bandits are actually not hostile towards me because they didn't see me knock out Savant. So sneaking out isn't really necessary, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave Sneak on since he's actually moving faster in sneak mode than he would otherwise. Alright, we made it back to Flats Lagoon. Now let's go ahead and set up our peeler machine. I did save one building material for the peeler, thankfully. So now we have learned it. Let's go ahead and set it up. That looks pretty good. So for the sake of using the peeler, we will have to hire someone to put us in and pull us out, as well as heal Tankface. But that's the only reason we're going to hire someone. I think they will also be needed to trade with Tankface to add his limbs to his inventory. And that will be it, and we'll dismiss them. Alright, let's go see if there's anybody at the bar to hire as a temporary aid. And actually, before we do that, let's sell off some of the equipment that we stole. Okay. So we're not going to need the Nodachi, Maytao Nodachi, so we're going to sell that. It's going to get us quite a bit of money. Same thing with the boots. And the armor. The pants we might be able to use, even though we have sneak pants. These pants are much better, so we're going to go ahead and just swap out our sneak pants. And we don't need this, but this merchant cannot afford anymore, so let's stock up a bit more on our arrows. Alright, and now we should be able to sell this. Oh, he still doesn't have enough money. Okay. So we'll leave it that way for now. Okay, so it looks like there's nobody here. Let's go ahead and leave and find someone in a different town to help us. Once again, the best place for our search is Brink, so it's going to take us back to this town. Hopefully we'll find someone to aid us with the peeler machine. Alright, we've made it to Brink. Let's see if we can find our assistant. Alright, there's quite a few people here. Let's see if we can find someone. There we go. Oh, fellow Hiver. My place isn't in a drunken bar. I belong as part of a colony outside of the farms. Are you looking to team up together, Outlander? Only 4,000 cats. I can find someone cheaper, but I feel like having another Hiver helping me would be kind of interesting, so let's go ahead and hire this person. Plank? We'll go ahead and confirm since he's only going to be helping us temporarily. And let's link them up so they run the same speed, and we're going to head right back to base. Alright, so we made it back to our little base, and let's go ahead and put our assistant down. We'll give him some medication to use. Oh, he has some medication. I think that might be enough. We'll see. Let's just go ahead and give him ours just in case. Okay. Let's put all Tankface's items away. And we'll just put our pants in here for now. And our other items. Okay, Tankface, it's time to get in the peeler, buddy. So let's go ahead and have Tankface jump in. So we have to have Plank put him in there. And the process has begun. Tankface is now going to lose all of his limbs first. We have to be careful because Tankface's blood is not very high. As a Hiver, he has very little blood compared to a human or other race or species, so we want to be careful. We want to have Plank start healing right away. So we'll see how well he does. So his first aid is going up a bit. I hope it is high enough by the time Tankface's limbs come off that we don't have to worry about Tankface bleeding out. Okay, now Tankface is going to be taking damage to almost all body parts. So we want to really stay on top of this first aid. Sorry, buddy. Trust me, you'll be happy once this is over and you have super Hiver arms and legs. It's going to continue to heal Tankface as we go along here. His limbs should be popping off shortly just because his Hiver limbs are not very strong. Okay, we are out of healing items already, so that's a bit of a concern. Alright, we're just about ready to see Tankface's limbs pop off here, and we will be first aiding him like crazy. There we go. All 4 limbs are now off. Let's go ahead and pull him out. Okay, and let's go ahead and put him in the bed. And we'll heal him right away. You have to be very quick with this because his blood is a major concern here. Alright, Tankface is now in his new form. And he is completely without his limbs. So let's see if we can get him to go to sleep. There we go. We'll get him nice and healed up. We're going to go ahead and transfer his skeletal limbs to his inventory. Okay, and that's all we need plank for, so we're going to go ahead and dismiss him. And now he's going to go off and do his own thing. Tankface is going to go ahead and heal. Alright, Tankface is almost fully healed, and we're ready to attach his skeletal limbs. So let's go ahead and get him out of bed. And we'll go into his inventory and add his limbs. So now Tankface can stand with his brand new limbs. And we'll also give him his arms. And now this is the new form of Tankface. Let's go ahead and add his clothing. Alright, looking good, Tankface. Let's add his weapons. Let's see. And now we're actually going to need to use these robotic repair kits, so we'll start training up his repair skill. Everything looks good so far. Okay. So let's check out Tankface's stats. His crossbows are 21. Let's drop his crossbow down for a second. Attack and defense, 49 and 57. Strength is at 60 with a +5 bonus because of his skeletal limbs. I believe it's the KLRR. Dexterity is at 48. And toughness is at 93. So pretty decent all around. We're going to need to train him up a bit more with his crossbow skills and his attack and defense, and then we'll be ready for the Southern Hive. That's going to be it for this episode. It's going to be a little bit long. Been recording for about 3 hours. I'm hoping to get it down to about a half an hour or so, so you guys don't have to watch all the boring stuff. Thanks for watching and taking interest in this channel. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in the next video. Take care.